Nobody talks about this. I've never seen YouTubers like talk about how they cried like all day when they got home. Ah! Oh my gosh. Jesse's playing video games. Oh my god, it hurts so bad to sit down right now. But look, we're back in our like chatty spot. Oh, I got you all crooked. Last time we sat here, we were talking about Penelope in the belly. But I'll go show you guys her right now. She's sleeping. Hi, Mama. Do you want to tell them how much you love your sister? Yeah, do you love your sister so much? Oh, so speaking of the dogs, anyways, let me give you a little background. So today is Sunday, March 24th. We came home yesterday, and I'll include a little bit of footage of the dogs when we first came home.
Where's your sister? Is this your sister?
Is that your baby sister? Is that your baby sister? Go say hi.
Give her kisses.
Good
Not on her
girl.
face, not on her face, not on her face. I'm sorry.
Is that your sister?
It's okay. Your sister's excited to see you.
No, is that your baby?
It's your baby sister, Mama.
Good girl.
It's your
Easy,
baby
Mama.
sister.
You gotta be easy because she's a baby, huh?
Good girls.
She is a good girl. Who's that?
Look, Captain.
Who's that? Is that your
Is that
baby?
your baby? He's
You're
here, Mama.
so good, Mama.
Your baby's here, Mama.
Yes, good girl. No kisses.
No kisses. No kisses.
No kisses.
You can smell her, but no
You're
kisses.
so good, Mama. You got
We're
your
home.
baby home, Daddy.
And my wolf pack likes her.
Oh, good girl. You so happy.
Is that your sister?
You so happy. You so happy. Good
Keep
girl.
rolling.
Who's that?
Sister?
Is that baby sister?
Is
Oh,
that your baby?
Lil Phil, is that your baby you've been waiting for?
Is that baby you've been smelling?
Oh,
in
she's wagging her tail.
baby
Lil Phil doesn't
sister?
wag her tail very often. Is that your baby? Oh,
Your
who's
baby
that,
sister.
Roro? Good girl, Mama. You're being very good, Mama. But yeah, they have been so sweet, you guys. Like, oh my, well, so Alice, the black one you guys just saw, she's very high-strung, anxious dog. And so she's been a little like, you know, like she's over attentive. It's so funny, like all three of them have been like nurses. Like Alice is like, well, I never had a nurse that was like quite like her, like super over attentive. But anyways, Alice, she's just got anxiety. And then Roro, the white one, she's a completely different dog. Like, I think their pecking order kind of changed. Roro used to be, well, we treated her as the bottom because she was the last one we got. But she definitely moved up to the middle, and Alice is kind of below. But Roro is a completely different dog. And Lily has been awesome. Like right when I first got home, Lily, the orangey brindle one with blue eyes, she was so sweet. Like first thing I did, because she was so hungry, it took forever for us to discharge. So I sat down to feed her on the couch, and she just got up and sat there and just like looked at her and looked at me, and she was just so sweet, gentle. And she, at that point, like Alice and Roro were kind of like, and here's Roro. I was telling him how you are just a new dog now. Yeah, you're such a good sister. Yes, you are. You stepped up, huh? You're Mama Roro now, aren't you? Gosh, you even want to be in the videos. Look at you. You're a whole new dog, aren't you? And we'll talk about like everything really quick. Like this will be like a just like crash course. Not crash course because everyone's different, but a crash course in what happened with me coming home. So yeah, we got home yesterday. First, let me go show you her. I'm sure you guys are dying to see. Poor Alice. Say hi, Sugar Bear.
Hello.
How's being a new daddy?
Fun and exciting. I still get to play video games sometimes.
Yeah, it's okay. She's all right. She's all right in here. So there's the princess. Princess Penelope. She still has lots of dark hair. And there's her sweet face. She's all swaddled up, having a little nap. So this is really nice. You don't get up there. She's doing okay though. She's doing all right. Good girl, Mama. You can check. So this thing is actually a pack and play, and it's portable. So we have it there during the day, and then, oh, let me show you guys what my body looks like right now. I'll show you. And then at night, we put it right here by the bed. where we sleep, huh, Mama? Okay, so I gave birth. So today's Sunday. I gave birth on Thursday at like 3 in the afternoon. So this is like Friday, Saturday. This is like day 3 afterwards. My milk finally came in today. Well, kind of like yesterday. I'm so excited. But this is kind of here. I'll just show you guys because like I know I'm always curious, like what do people look like? I feel like I'm still kind of swollen, like just I don't know, swollen. Oh, here, I'll show you guys. Take these out. My feet went down. My feet and ankles never got swollen until I started getting IVs at the hospital. But I don't know, I feel like I'm a little swollen. But here's what my stomach looks like. There's that. But yeah, oh god. Yeah, I like definitely feel my stitches. And I didn't even rip that bad. And she was not even a big baby. She was born 6 pounds. She was so tiny. And I'm like, oh God, like, and I didn't even rip that much. Like, I can't imagine people who have like 10, 12 pound babies. Or people who have like 4th degree rips or whatever. I think mine was only like 1 degree. And then she said I did have a rip like on my labia, which I feel like that's the one I'm feeling more. Like on the side anyways. But so, okay, let's talk coming home. So we had checked in Wednesday night to get induced at 8 o'clock. I'm going to be doing like a full-on birth story and everything, but this video is going to be more kind of like what it was like coming home in the first couple days. And I do have a birth vlog too, so I'll link that up for you here and then down below. But we checked in Wednesday. I had her the next day on Thursday at 3 in the afternoon. They gave us the option to go home on Friday. Like they said, if you want to go home today, you can, or do you want to stay an extra night? And I wanted to stay an extra night, excuse me, which I totally recommend because that first night, like Thursday night, your baby's gonna sleep. Like you're gonna think like, oh my God, she's the best baby, which Penelope has been a really good baby, but they're still kind of like so exhausted from birth and everything like that. But then night 2, which all of my nurses, like the lactation nurses, everybody said this to me, which I'm so glad they prepared me. They're like, tonight's gonna be rough. She's gonna be up all night. She's, you know, it's gonna be a rough night. And it was like, Friday night was really rough. So anyways, I'm glad I was in the hospital for that. She just did not sleep very much. She not necessarily wanted to eat all the time. She just would cry and cry. And basically what we figured out is she just wanted to be held all night long. And also too, so Friday, literally all day, we had mostly family, a couple friends coming to the hospital. We had 30 people come visit her Friday. And so it was a long day and she was so good. Like she totally loved it, you guys. She's like that. She loves being held. As long as she's being held, she is not a colicky baby. Like she just is like, whatever. Like what she's doing over there, that's very new. Like sleeping by herself, that's the first time she's done that since we've had her, which I think it helps that my milk came in, so like that kind of like really puts him into good sleep. But anyways, so it was rough. And I'm not gonna lie guys, on Friday night I was up, I was so tired, so I was so exhausted. The night before I had only gotten about 3 sleeps, and at that point, like that first night after having her, when I did get those 3 hours of sleep, I had been up for like 40 hours. So I like did not have sleep. And so anyways, Friday night, that last night we were staying, there was a point where I just kind of like panicked. I'm like, oh my God, like I more so was panicky about what am I gonna do when I'm not in the hospital? Like here, like I have like a little room, I have everything I need. I can press a button and have a nurse come in. They're checking her all the time to make sure she's like doing okay. Like, you know, did she get germs from somebody? Is she gonna get sick? And then when we get home, how am I gonna know if she's getting sick? And like, it was more that I was scared about. And also I was scared like, holy crap, I am literally never gonna sleep again. Like, what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? What if my milk doesn't come in? Like, I was just so anxious and I was freaking out a little bit. And then the next day, which was yesterday, Saturday, when we got discharged, I was so emotional, you guys. Like, I just cried for anything and everything. Mostly it was like happy stuff. Oh, I cried Friday night too. So Friday night there was a point where you know, she was fed, her diaper was changed. She didn't need me for like a couple hours, so Jesse was like, I'll take her. And she just wanted to be held, so Jesse was like, I'll take her. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I felt bad because he was just so busy, like, dealing with guests, entertaining, like literally getting me anything and everything I needed. Like, he's been so attentive. And so he's like, no, I want to. And like, he genuinely was just is in love with her. And just like, so I was trying to sleep and I heard him talking to her and like singing her little songs, and I was just like like crying. Like, it was just so sweet. And then the next morning, he was watching her so I could shower, and I stopped the shower and I heard him. He was playing Bob Marley, like, every little thing is gonna be alright, and he was playing that song and singing to her, and I like bawled in the bathroom. I was like, oh my god, like really like crying. And then came out and he was playing mariachi music for her, and she was loving it, and he was singing and talking to her, and she was just looking up at him and was loving it. And I cried and like, oh god, I just was. And then the nurse came in and was telling me a story how like she was talking to some of my family and how like sweet things my family was saying and just how excited everybody is. And it was so funny. The nurse was like, she, meaning Penelope, is definitely the most popular patient I've ever had. Like, she's like, I've never seen so many visitors all day long, which was so sweet. I'm like, oh, and I wanted that. Like, I wanted her to be around lots of people and be held by lots of people. I mean, they won't wash their hands, but like, I just wanted her to soak up all the love, like, you know, and just meet everyone. But anyways, so yeah, I bawled when the nurse told me that, and then I was just crying like really uncontrollably. And then I was also scared to go home. I was like, I don't know, I was scared to go back to like my normal life, because I'm like, it's not my normal life anymore. Like, what, how am I gonna go back to the same house? Like, I felt like a completely different person. I really can't describe, I don't know. So basically, the nurses did tell me that, you know, it's called baby blues. And basically, when you're pregnant, you have all this progesterone and all these feel-good hormones, and like your body's doing great. And then when you have the baby, like those come down and your body is trying to figure out like, oh God, like what do we do now? You know, and you get like off balanced and you cry, like, and you just like don't know what you're going through. And that's one thing I feel like people should talk about more, because I mean, I knew baby blues, I guess. I don't know, maybe people do talk about it and I just didn't pay attention because it hadn't happened to me yet. But guys, like, it is real, and it's okay, you know. And I had some really good nurses and just kind of explain, and Jesse's been really understanding, and my mom, like, oh my gosh, my mom's helped me out a lot, like just talking to her on the phone. And that's one thing, since we've been home, we haven't had any visitors, and I've liked it that way. People have been offering so much help, and it's really sweet. But I just, for me personally, and like, I know everybody is different, so don't, like, if you don't want to do this or you don't feel the need to do this, like, do whatever you feel. Like, if you want people to come over, if you want your mom or parents to stay with you, maybe she's getting hungry, we'll see, I might have to go. But do what you want. But for me, what I wanted is, it was more scary to me to maybe I'll finish telling you guys in a minute. Are you getting hungry? Penelope Max. Penelope Max. Are you hungry, baby? Is the hungry hippo ready to eat again? Yeah. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, Penny baby. Oh, look at that yawn. Yeah, stretch your arms. She loves stretching her arms, guys. Okay, let's eat. Okay, we're eating. And I have to say, guys, like, breastfeeding, they're getting a little sore. Like, I started getting like engorged a little bit, and my actual nipple is like, oh, it's so raw. But I heard if you just push through it, like, it's fine. So anyways. Oh, also, side note, I took my first poop today, since we're being real. I was terrified to poop, you guys. That's one thing I was like, woohoo, just because I'm so uncomfortable down there, but it really was not bad. So if you're scared to poop, don't be, it's okay. It did take, let's see, I had her on Thursday. Gosh, I'm still like, what day is it? So it took about Friday, Saturday, 2.5 days to poop. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, like people. So I, like, part of my anxiety was that, oh my God, how am I gonna be able to do this? Am I gonna be able to be a mom? Like, I was just so scared, and I felt like I really just wanted to work through it, just me, Jesse, and Penelope, because I'm like, okay, if we can get through the first couple days, just us, like, we can do this, you know? So anyways, that's what I kind of wanted. But yeah, so we got discharged, which took forever. And then we got home, and I don't know, it was so weird being home, guys. Like, it really was. It's like, I cried on the way home because I'm like, oh my God, it's over. You know, I'm not pregnant anymore. And like, I was just remembering like a couple days ago, like we were driving and we were on the way to the hospital, and now we're coming home and it's all over. I almost kind of had a feeling a little bit like coming back from a vacation, if that makes any sense at all. But I was also so happy too. I was also thinking like, oh my God, everything we've been through, like I never thought I would be, or there were times I never thought I would ever be bringing a baby home, and we're bringing like our sweet baby home. It was seriously like a mixture of so many different things. And so we got home, and the dogs were okay. Like, it was kind of a lot, like a little stressful because we have 3 dogs and trying to keep them all calm, but they all did really good. And like, I sat down and I fed her, and again, I was just kind of like looking around at my house, and I'm like, oh my God, like I thought I was stressed and anxious when she was in my belly. Now I have so much to worry about. And another thing, again, I was worried about germs. I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna keep clean? Like this, they have dogs here, and I'm touching my boobs, like stuff to breastfeed, and I gotta keep my hands clean, and what if she gets sick? And then I was looking at her and I'm like, is she looking a little yellow? Is she getting jaundice? And then she had kind of which my cold sore is still trying to heal. That too, I've been very like, I need to wash my hands all the time, just in case I touch my mouth and don't know. I don't want her to get my cold sores. And so then after she fed, she had like I don't have a free hand, but kind of hair. She had almost like one big white kind of blister looking thing, and I was like, oh my God, what is that? Is she getting a blister? Which I think it's from just sucking. They get it. It went away, and she gets it, comes back sometimes. I don't think it's a big deal, but anyways, I just started feeling so overwhelmed. And then we started watching a show that we had been watching every day before we had her, and I was just like, oh my God, like I can't watch this show now because I don't know, I just felt like a different person, like I was in a different life, which is true, you know. Oh, bless you. Bless you. But yeah, so anyways, I was just so overwhelmed, and then I was holding her, so then I was crying more, and I was like trying to contain myself, and I was just crying, and then I was looking at her, and she was just so sweet. Like, she just, as long as like she's held and fed, she is such a good baby. She just wants to be close to Jesse or I. It's so sweet. And I was just looking at her, like I'm looking at her now, and I was just, I don't know, I was like, what in the world did I deserve to like, I just felt so like undeserving, and I'm like, you are just perfect, and you're just, I don't know, like I was just overwhelmed with joy and awe and disbelief. And then I was so overwhelmed, guys. Like, I'm trying to think how else I was feeling. I honestly should have just picked up the camera and just be like, this is how I'm feeling, like, but I didn't even think about it. Anyways, and I felt depressed. Like, I felt like, how am I gonna do this? Like, how am I gonna get through this? Like, how am I gonna be a mom? And like, and then I was just kind of thinking like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't just go take a nap. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to shower later. What am I gonna do with her? I don't know. You know, like so many things. And so I called my mom and I cried to her, and that helped a lot. Like, just talking to somebody who you are just so comfortable with, and she gets it. She's been through it, and she knew exactly what to say. And if you have a person like that where you just know, they always know what you need when you need it, like, call that person. And Jesse was so sweet. Jesse went to go. Oh, and at that point I was in a lot of pain too, because the discharge took so long. And so I hadn't had any pain medication, and we still had to go pick up the pain meds. Oh yeah, and I was thinking that too, like, how am I gonna cook dinner? Like, what am I gonna do? So Jesse went to go pick up my pain meds, and then talked to my mom, and came home, and then like had a little talk with Jesse, and like, you know, that's really important too, is having your spouse be really supportive. He's just like, you know, you need to be nice to yourself, and he kept reassuring, like, I'm not judging you, don't worry. You know, he just kept saying how proud of me he was, and everything, you know, just like building me up and stuff, and that really helped. So I took my pain meds and I fed her, and then Jesse was like, why don't you take a nap? And guys, this is like the most exciting thing. So I was like, all right. And I was like, oh, I can lay on my stomach again, because I was a stomach sleeper. And so I just laid on the couch, like, oh, we put on Aladdin, like the original Aladdin, like put on a happy Disney movie, like a feel-good movie. And I just laid on my belly and I took a nap, and I woke up and I felt so much better. And ever since then, I've felt like, I really haven't felt like that. I'm sure it'll be up and down, I know, but I have just felt so much better. But yeah, so there was that. And then the nighttime came, and she does not want to sleep in her well, I say bassinet, but the pack and play. Like, she does not want to be without us. Like, she wants to be held. And I know there's so many different parenting methods, and I'm not gonna like go into any of that, but I will say that Jesse and I, his mom got her a little nightlight, brought it to the hospital. So we plugged in the nightlight, so it was dimly, like very low, warm light. Jesse put in a lavender diffuser, and then we put some storm background noises, rain, and like the room was just so peaceful. We made the room really peaceful and tried different things to get her to sleep. So then at that point we decided, all right, let's just do shifts, and we'll take turns holding her and just, you know, being up with her. And so I fed her, and Jesse went first, and then about 12:40 she kind of woke up and wanted to eat. We had gone to bed at like I don't know, I think she was done eating by like 11. So I got about an hour and 40 minutes of sleep, and Jesse, you know, I heard her crying, and he's like, I think she's hungry. And I'm like, okay, like my turn. And so I took her and I fed her, and I was very tired. I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to just get like a solid 4 hours in a row of sleep. But then at the same time, I thought to myself, and this helped a lot, like this helped the rest of the night, as I'm looking at her, I'm like, you know what? She's a newborn baby. Was just in my warm belly 2 days ago, you know, and her whole life she's been used to being in my warm belly in a dark place, always being rocked, like always with me, you know. And now she had such a hard work to come out, you know, like it's so stressful for them. She's been out in the world, having to breathe on her own, regulate her body temperature, eat on her own. She doesn't just get hooked up to my umbilical cord where she's eating 15-foot Jersey Mike subs, like brought right to her, you know, and or like big prime rib steaks. Like, she's not getting that anymore, and she's having to work. And, you know, so like my thought is just like, you know what, if for the first couple days or even couple weeks she wants to be held, I'm gonna hold her, you know, and I'm gonna enjoy it, because I know she's not gonna be like this forever. Mama, it's okay. See what I mean? She's a little like, ooh, anxious. She's all right. You don't need to cry. But yeah, so just going in the mindset of looking at it like, okay, you know what? I'm tired, but she's only going to be like a little baby doll like this for a very short amount of time. And instead of thinking like, oh, I can't wait till I can sleep again, I can't wait till she sleeps on her own, I'm just going to really enjoy this. That way, when we are past this stage, I'm not going to look back and be like, oh, like I wish I would have enjoyed that more. So anyways, that helped a lot. And yeah, like it was fine. We did our shifts and it was a nice experience. Like, and Jesse, just the teamwork and stuff, like it's just been awesome. And we're just, all three of us are actually all five of us, because the dogs, they were all up with us all night. Every time she'd make a noise, they'd be like checking on her, seeing if she's okay. Anytime I got up to go to the bathroom or anything like that, they just came, they were up and alert and checking on her. And so anyways, yeah, it was a long night, but it was enjoyable. And then today's the first day waking up, and I was gonna do a vlog, but I'm like, I feel like a talk down is a little bit easier. So today, you know, has been good. One thing I recommend, guys, is get frozen dinners, which I know they're not the best for you, but they've been so helpful. Like last night for dinner, usually I fix dinner, you know, get dinner together, whatever, and I'm not going grocery shopping anytime soon, and I'm not gonna cook anytime soon. So before she was born, we went and we picked out a bunch of really yummy, like easy frozen microwave dinners. Last night I had a Marie Callender's chicken pot pie. They're amazing. Jesse had made taquitos for himself. Jesse made us dinner. And then like this morning I woke up and I was really hungry. And I had, so we had gotten some nuts to snack on. So I had those like by the bed and I ate those early this morning when I was feeding her. And then once I got up, I had a Stouffer's macaroni and cheese. Oh my God, it was so good. Oh, she does this thing where she like, I don't know, she just like freaks out and moves her arms around. Hang on, let me see if she wants to latch again. Guess not, but anyways, it's been really handy to have like nice yummy meals that are like quick and easy to make. And then so sweet, I think my mom's making a bunch of stuff and bringing it over today, so I'm so excited. Oh, I missed it. She was stretching her little legs. Oh yeah, you were stretching your little legs, but look at those baby toes. Oh, little cutie. Yeah, stretch your little legs. Look at your little chicken legs. Now that my milk came in, hopefully you'll get nice chunky legs, huh? Yes. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing. I'm like typical mom. I think everything she does, like, oh my God. But today's been really good. That was so helpful to have her in her pack and play like that, because I got up, I put in a load of laundry, I washed my face. I still have not put makeup on. I have not worn makeup in like a long time. I'm so glad I got my lash extensions, because I didn't put on any makeup in the hospital. I thought for sure I was gonna like wear makeup in the hospital, and I didn't put on any. I was like, it's the last thing on my mind, which I kind of wish I did, because like I'm looking back at the vlogs, I'm like, I wish I would have like done my makeup, but oh well, whatever. Yeah, so I just did a couple little things to make myself feel productive, because other than that, I've just literally been at her disposal, you know. So anyways, yeah, so today's a lot better, and yeah, that's how it's been going the first day, and you know, coming home and everything like that. And I just wanted to make this and like chat with you guys and like tell you guys, because that's one thing, and maybe I did hear, but again, maybe it was one of those things that I didn't really digest because I hadn't gone through it, or I don't know. I don't want to like scare anyone. I understand people not wanting to scare first-time moms that, oh my gosh, it's going to be overwhelming and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, the last thing you need to be is scared, because I did. Towards the end, I started getting anxious towards the end of my pregnancy and stuff. And but when you are going through it, like, I've kind of just like, nobody talks about this. I've never seen YouTubers like talk about how they cried like all day when they got home, or how like awful they felt, you know. And so that didn't make me feel any better either, knowing like, what is wrong with me? But I'm sure so many more people go through that, and it's a normal thing. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share with you guys how coming home has been. And thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you again like for all the love, guys. Like, holy cow, like I've been really bad at responding. Like that was another thing too that was actually really overwhelming for me, is social media. I am so blessed and so happy she has so many people who have been following her and following our journey and praying for her and just excited. But at the same time, like, I'm someone who I like to respond to everybody. Like, I want everyone to feel like they're heard, and them taking time out of their day to pray or to think about her or to even just write the comment. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like it's not appreciated. Like, that's just how I am. And so for me, I always want to respond back to everybody all the time. And we just got like an overwhelming amount of like love and support when I posted that she was coming, and then when we posted about her. And I've tried to like at least like love, like put the love button or like it for comments and stuff, to at least let you know like, hey, I read it. But if I don't comment back, like, please, like, don't take it personally or feel bad. Like, I wish like I had the time and energy to comment back to every single person, but it's just been a little overwhelming. And again, it's not personal, like, it's not you, like, it's just something I'm going through. So yeah, I just want to talk about that too. So thank you guys so much. Like, I really do. Like, if you're watching this and if you have been following us or commented or even liked a video or even liked a picture on Instagram, I'm so grateful for everything. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Oh gosh, I want to tear up. All right, I'll let you guys go. Bye.